I'm Peggy Rienzo. I am the service coordinator for Barriga Manor. I am really pleased to be here today talking to you. I have been a service coordinator for the last 12 years. Last year and a half, I have been at Barriga Manor. Now, Barriga Manor is senior HUD housing. It has 48 units. In order to make application to Barriga Manor Apartments, you need to call or indicate that you'd like an application. You fill out the application and then mail it back to us or bring it back to us, whichever is most convenient. And when we receive that completed application, you will go on to the waiting list. Now the waiting list can be, the time varies. It can be up to 6 months that you might wait, or it can just be a few weeks before we have a vacancy available. When you make the application out, we will indicate to you what the qualifications are, which you need to be either 62 years of age or have a mobility handicap if you're under 62. You also need to be low income and have the ability to pass a criminal background check and credit check. Most seniors find this no problem at all. Now, once you find that you have made it onto the waiting list and you're ready to move in, you're going to find out that one of the biggest advantages to living at Barriga Manor Apartments is the amount of rent that you pay. You pay 30% of your adjusted income. And everybody always asks, what do you mean by adjusted income? Well, the adjustment are medical deductions. And medical deductions can be anything you pay out of pocket. Most of our residents here are retired or disabled, and they live on either Social Security or Social Security disability. And most of them have Medicare or are on Medicaid. And most people who are on Medicare pay a Medicare Part B premium and Part D premium monthly. So that would be a legitimate medical deductions. Most of our seniors pay some kind of copay when they see a physician or they have a hospitalization. That would also be a medical deduction. Maybe to make it a little clearer, I'll give you an example. Say Sarah has made application with Barriga Manor, her name's come up on the list, and she's about to move in. And she has $12,000 of annual income. And she has $2,000 of medical deductions. So the $2,000 for her medical deductions would be subtracted from her $12,000 of annual income, making a total of $10,000 of annual income. That $10,000, you now take 30% of that, and you divide that number by 12, and you come up with a rent for Sarah of $250. So you can see it's a great advantage to any individual who lives in senior HUD housing because they pay a reduced rent that isn't based on fair market rent. So it makes it easier to pay for the other expenses in their life that they have, like utilities and telephone and food. So it's a great advantage financially to individuals to live here at Barriga Manor Apartments. But that isn't the only advantage to living here. Every single day we have a variety of activities that people can choose to participate in or not choose to. Some of these activities are Better Breathers Club, art classes. The art class we have going right now is being taught by another resident, and she just loves art, and these people, some of them, are doing art for the first time. They come to our door, they show us our art, the art they're doing, and they are just so proud, and they are just getting such joy out of it. We have holiday parties here, and another one of their activities they like the best is a woman named Fran has a special dinner for them once a month. And they actually get to pick and choose the menu that she cooks for them, and they really enjoy that. We also have Bible study here, we have bingo here, and we have a web-enabled computer in our community room that any resident can use free of charge. It's connected to the internet, and that way they can check their email, they can keep connected to their family and friends, or they can look up information on the internet they might want to learn more about. One of the best things we have here at Baraga is also our meal site. Our meal site runs Monday through Friday. It provides a hot meal at noon, and if an individual really can't cook for themselves, they can take a cold meal home from the meal site for dinner. Now, as service coordinator for Baraga Manor Apartments, what I get involved in is everything else, which the bulk of which is Medicare and Medicaid questions. I make out almost all of the Medicaid applications for the individuals living here, either to apply for medical benefits or perhaps a bridge card which assists with food. With Medicare, there's always an open enrollment every year at the end of the year for Medicare Part D, which is, of course, if you're for prescription drug costs. I make it a point to try to review every single resident's Medicare Part D plan yearly during this open enrollment, because it can actually save the money because there are so many fluctuations each year and it changes. Some of the other things I get involved in is I make a point, if a resident is hospitalized or in a nursing home, to make a visit. Now this goes well beyond just that friendly kind of visit that everyone receives from family and friends while they're hospitalized or in a nursing home. My objective is to see that the requirements are being met for the next stage of their healing. Now you may wonder what that is, and let me give you an example. If one of our residents has original Medicare, and they know say they've had a hip replacement, and they know they're going to need to go to a nursing home to rehab, they need a 3-day stay in a nursing home in order to have Medicare pay for that. And you may think that would be a no-brainer, but it isn't always a no-brainer. Sometimes people are, these days, are admitted to hospitals under observation, and they think they're admitted, but they really aren't. And that's where I would get involved to make sure that everything is in place so the process runs smoothly. I also might get involved if they have a hospitalization upon discharge to make sure that it's clear to them what new medications may have been prescribed for them, make sure that they have a way of getting these prescriptions, because any point where there's being a change, the individual can become vulnerable, and that's where I would step in. I also coordinate the volunteers that provide transportation for our residents free of charge to medical appointments. I also get involved in any other thing they may need help with, such as voting or setting up a payment plan for unpaid medical bills, explaining a Social Security issue, getting a Social Security statement for them. So I take care of whatever isn't related directly to their housing. Now this may all be enough motivation for you to come here and live at Baraga, but I haven't covered the best part yet. And the very best part is the residents. They are so welcoming, they are friendly, and they are so helpful to each other. They give each other rides if someone forgot something at a grocery store, or we often will find someone coming to our office saying, could you check on so-and-so? You know, we always see them every day and we haven't seen them today. And we'll go check on them. If they know somebody's sick, it's not unusual for them to be going in and visiting them, or even maybe bringing them a meal. So if you want more information at this point about Baraga Manor, or you know of someone that does, let me give you the phone number where we can be contacted. It is 629-694-9711. Thank you for your time today, and I hope to be hearing from you.